Hello everyone, this is Crystal with Slick Trade. It's been a while since I made a prediction and analysis video. Been on vacation now for about a month, and if you've been active in the room, then you know that I have been just posting my prediction analysis for each of you for each week. While I was gone, the prediction analysis did great. Most of the pairs hit all three take profit levels. I know there were like a few that only hit take profit 1 or something, but luckily there were no losses, which is absolutely great to see. So in this video, I'm just going to go over the prediction analysis for the upcoming week, and kind of explain to you guys, especially if you're new in the room. I know taking trades blindly is not really ideal. I know I personally don't like to do that, and I want to provide to you guys, why I am entering trades. Okay, so I wanted to give a quick shout out to Curtis in the room. He posted, I believe it was on Friday, I saw in the member chat there, that his Forex account, just from the prediction analysis alone, increased over this last month 85%. So congratulations, that is awesome. I'm so glad to see that. And please, everyone, feel free to post results, to post, if you're having trouble, if you're not understanding something, everyone is very helpful in this room. So, and the goal is for all of you to either retire from your jobs and become full-time traders, or to have a side income if that's all that you're looking for, or to enhance your knowledge as a trader already. Okay, so the outlook for GBP USD this week. Okay. As always, I'm using the Pop and Picasso setup. All right, this has been one of my favorites. I have used it literally every week for the past year. Okay, at least I think, yeah, about a year now, and it has brought in a substantial income to myself. Okay, and I know anyone else in the room that's taking these trades, same thing. Please note that these are hourly charts, okay? So each one of these bars is an hour, each one of the candles, okay? So, definitely trade your account, accordingly to that, okay? This isn't 5-minute charts, this isn't, 15-minute charts. It's a little bit longer time frame. It's not, long-term trades or anything, but these trades do usually last a few days to a week, okay? And sometimes they hit all take profit levels, overnight from Sunday, okay? So please keep that in mind, all right? If your Forex account can't handle, a stop loss that's at the previous, support or resistance level, then take smaller lot sizes. Okay, so there was one thing that was brought up. I've been posting the quick little questionnaire to see how we're doing. Okay, because I'm always trying to enhance Slick Trade. I want everyone to be successful, and that's why I'm constantly producing new things. Some people ask, what's your your favorite? How am I going to make the most money? I've created these different strategies in Expert Advisors to suit different trading style needs, okay? Everyone trades differently. Everyone has a different account size. Everyone has a different, risk that they are comfortable with. I couldn't tell you. I can tell you what works for me, but it may not be for you. I personally like longer term trades. These are the shortest trades that I take, and that's the Pop and Picasso, okay? Occasionally when I'm bored, I'll switch back to like the Rock and Renko and, just grab some pips here and there. But overall, I like to leave my trades running. I love the Professor because it lasts, the trades usually last days to weeks to over a month, okay? I like that because I don't want to sit and stare at a chart all day. definitely, learning is very important to, take the time to learn. But when you're actually entering trades and stuff, I mean, why have, why sit at your computer all day, unless if you really, really do enjoy that, and, trying to grab pips here and there when you could just enter a trade and let it run, that's my style of trading. It's what I prefer. I still love Nadex. I still love the dailies, the high probability ones that I post to you guys. They are some great trades, but I prefer Forex. I prefer the long-term trades. So, with what I was getting at was with the little form to fill out their little questionnaire. It's just a quick few-minute, questionnaire. Someone did post that they didn't understand on the prediction and analysis things that I was saying, okay? Specifically the ASA flip, okay? So I want to explain that real quick. When I say ASA flip, I do explain this under, right on the website, okay? If you go, I want to point this out first, actually. If you go to the website, slicktrade.net, and you go to members, and then you go down to strategies, okay? And you go down to the Pop-in Picasso strategy. This is what my prediction and analysis comes from, okay? You click on that, and right here it explains everything, okay, in detail, all right? So that's one thing to remember is with these trades, you have access to the strategy, all right? The next thing is the ASA flip, okay? Someone said they didn't understand what I meant when I said that. This right here, this indicator, this is the moving average oscillator, okay? And all that I mean when I say look for the flip is this right here, okay? So let's say in this example, price came down here to the 200 moving average, okay, this white line, all right? And first of all, it broke below. We had a re-entry into the RSI, and re-entry to RSI simply means this blue line left, it either came down to or it went below the 30 line. You can see right here, the 30 line, this lower line, dotted line. And then it re-entered back above the 30 line, okay? And then the oscillator, okay, it was showing a downtrend, but then it started kind of leveling out. I call it exhaustion, and that's all that I mean when I say exhaustion, is it's exhausting up, okay? And the RSI re-entered the 30 line. And then we had a ASA flip to the upside. And when I say flip, see, right here, it's below this line, the 0 line, price. And here, it now flipped to the upside. That's a great entry. Okay, when you've got the RSI showing, you have exhaustion on the oscillator, and then you have a flip on top of it, and you're starting into the beginning of a week, these bands here on your template, they're showing each week, okay? So this lower one is kind of like a dark pink, and this upper one is a purple. And you can see right here, this is where a new week had started, okay? And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. We ended the week with the RSI re-entering. The oscillator was exhausting up, okay? And price had come down to that 200 moving average. I mean, those were all the perfect signals for a long entry or a buy entry, okay? And then you had that oscillator flip to the upside right there on that candle. And look what happened. Price rose. Came back down to that Hall moving average, kind of consolidated, and then it rose, okay? Came back down to the Hall moving average, and then it rose, okay? So that's all that I mean by an ASA flip. TP, when I say to TP, it means take profit. When I say SL, that is stop loss, okay? That's really the only terminology we use with these prediction analysis trades, but I wanted to make sure I explain that to all you guys. And I will try to remember to do so more often, okay? Just a quick little like intro, especially for anybody that's new, because I don't want any one of you to feel that you're not understanding, you know, or anything like that, okay? So this week, my thought on the GU is that price, it already took, it already went down quite a bit, all right? Okay, we are now officially above that 200 moving average. We kind of fluctuated there for a bit, 1 week, and we have been in a heavy downtrend, okay? For, I think, quite a while, actually. Yeah, look at that. Since December, okay? Possibly even before that. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Yeah, we were pretty much in a decent downtrend there for quite some time. Okay, so now we're heading up, all right? And I say that because the moving average, 200, is headed to the upside. We ended the week with a semaphore by dot, okay? Not a sun, all right? But that's okay. We came to a decent support level, okay? The support level just means price fluctuates within here. See, comes up, comes close to, heads back down, comes close to, heads back down. Once it breaks through, okay, now we're above it, come down, and it should be heading back up now. Okay, also, since we're above this 200 moving average, you're going with the trend by going into a long position. Okay, so you're looking for these retracements down and then entering long positions. Okay, a buy position. Like, let me show you an example here with when it was in a sell. Okay, so we're below the 200 moving average back here. Price retraced up, and you sell. It retraced back up, but made a lower high and a lower low. Retraced, and then it dropped down lower. Retraced back up, down, up, down. Kind of fluctuated. I call it a consolidation period. Kind of making up its mind here, and then broke lower than the previous low. Retraced up, down. Retraced up, headed down. And as you can see, it's creating lower highs and lower lows the entire time. Okay? So, over here, that's what I think is occurring, is we've been creating higher highs now and higher lows, other than this one. But again, it was kind of like that consolidation. It's making up its mind. Are we going to continue on a downtrend, or are we going to head up? Okay? So, for the most part, we're creating all new highs, or higher highs, and higher lows. Okay? So, my thought is GU is going to head on up. These 3 lines are the 3 take profit levels I'm thinking of, all based on previous support and resistance, okay, where price has fluctuated. Okay, take profit 1, 2, and 3, and they're posted in the post as usual. Remember to trail stop, okay. But my thought is what's going to happen is price is going to head up, retrace down. If that occurs, again, buy again, okay. Or you can grab the retracements. I know quite a few of you are scalpers, and I know some of you just use pure price action, or you just look at support and resistance levels and you buy and sell based on price hitting those. And that is also a very decent way to trade, as long as you're using good stop losses and take profits, okay? So that's my thought. GU is going to head on up and then probably retrace down. and then next week, or maybe even this week, it'll continue to head up further. Okay, just it all depends. AU, I think it's going to be kind of the same thing. See, we were in a pretty steep downtrend there. Okay, we then kind of hit a low point. We started heading back up and creating higher lows and higher highs. Okay, as you can see. We ended the week with a green semaphore dot, not a sun, but a dot. So my thought is that price is going to head on up. And I'm definitely going to trail stop this one. I'm not going to just set take profits as long as I'm awake, but I'm thinking price is going to head right back up to here. Okay, or higher even maybe. And the reason for that is because we had NFP on, I believe it was on Friday of last week. And as you can see, price just boom, 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 boom. Okay, it dropped right down. And if you're familiar with the NFP strategy that I really like, it is when price, picks a solid direction. It either heads way up or it heads way down. After the release of NFP or FOMC, I will grab, it was what I call the second entry, and it will normally retrace right back to where it started before that release. So that's my thought, is that price is going to more than likely throughout the week blow through these take profit levels and actually head back up here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We had an oscillator head straight down. It's kind of leveling out. It's not exhausted. Okay, hasn't flipped back up, but I mean, look how low it went compared to the previous. Okay, so my thought is AU is going to head on up right away. I don't think we're really going to retrace down much, especially if you look at this. Let's grab here. Okay, this is where we really started to change trend direction. Okay, so, boom, look at this. Price came down, headed back up, made higher high, made higher low. Boom, hit right here, headed back up. Boom, we're almost down to this line again. Okay, like we're gonna, if we retrace down at all, it'll be to about here, but I really don't think we will. But I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I'm constantly learning. It's one thing I love about trading. I am finding new things. I'm learning from members in the room. It's really cool. I love that all of you share your knowledge with each other. Okay. So RSI has not re-entered the 30 line yet, but again, I think it's going to start heading up pretty darn quick in the week. Okay. I will be entering this one on Sunday for sure, today. Because I don't want to miss out. That's a beautiful setup, I think. Even the GU. I think I'm going to enter all these on Sunday. EU, that's a little different, okay? The release of NFP, it was essentially a sell. So I think as far as second entry, I did not enter this on Friday, unfortunately. But that's okay. I think what's going to happen is, if anything, it might head down a little bit right around here, but I think it's going to definitely head right back up to where it started before NFP, which is take profit 2, and then even above that, okay? So then we're going to go into a long position, and then I think we're going to head back down, okay? Like retrace down, and then hopefully, after it retraces down a bit, let's see where we're at. Yeah, it's been kind of in a pretty crazy consolidation period here for a while now. But it was originally in a sell or short position. So, yeah. That's my thought. Is it's going to head up first and retrace down, and you can get some more entries there. Okay. RSI, that's another thing. It came down to the 30 line, pretty darn close. It's kind of headed back up. Oscillator hasn't flipped up or anything, but it looks like it is pretty darn exhausted and getting ready to head back up there as well. That's my thought on that. USD CHF. I think initially it's going to short down just a little. If you take a look at this, where this low was, right there, that's a pretty heavy support level. Okay, so my thought is it's probably going to retrace down a little, either to that point or near that point. It's already at a pretty heavy support level, but again, I think it might do that. I'm still going to enter this one pretty quick, though. If not Sunday, it'll be Monday. And then I think it's going to head into a long buy position. So I think it's going to kind of continue, and the trend is going in a sell, and then I think it's going to head on up and start retracing back up toward that 200 line. Once it retraces up, again, might head into another short. But that's just my thoughts. Again, take profit levels. They're all posted in the post. I think I already said this. Last week hit all 3 take profit levels for all 4 currency pairs. So that's awesome. I hope you guys got into every single one of them. Again, congratulations, Curtis. You are rocking it. It's very cool. And Lee in the room, Lee Starks, he came up with a strategy called the Patriot. And he's asked us to create an expert advisor for you guys. So I know John has used it in the room. Linda, she got it set up and stuff, I believe, on Friday, and Thursday or Friday, and is pretty thrilled about this strategy as well. It looks like it's going to be kind of like the follow the trend Fultron. I already released the follow the trend strategy, but the Fultron is going to be the EA, and it's going to be released in February. I'm just about done. I am done, but I'm testing it still. So once I get done with testing, I will release it to you guys. It's a low risk, high reward strategy. You are sticking with the trend 100%, and it's a beautiful setup. I actually have updates even to the template. Let me see if I have it loaded on this one. Follow the trend. I don't. Dang. It might be on Oanda. I have too many MetaTrader 4s, honestly. Give it just a minute here. It's kind of my little... Yeah, here we go. Okay. So we've got... This is what it's going to look like for you guys. Okay. As usual, we have like the news features if you'd like those. All kinds of cool stuff, actually. I'm just going to exit that. Oh, it's going to leave the box up, of course. Let me show you. Oh, I shouldn't have even exited. That was ridiculous. Expert advisors. Properties. Okay. So you can choose your alert mode. This is going to be super fun. I think you guys are going to love it. Okay. You can just have it alert you, or you can have it actually trade your account and alert. Okay. So that's up to you. Obviously, a magic number as usual. In case if you've got multiple currency pairs up, that, like say you have GU up and you have multiple EAs running on it, you want to have a different number. Your lot size per trade, obviously, is how much per pip you are risking. Your take profit, your stop loss, the trailing stop feature, you can have email alert, pop-up alert, both. And use trend. Okay, this is another option as well, because as I stated in the strategy itself, excuse me, you can follow the trend, okay, or you can enter every time that there is a cross, okay, of the shorter moving averages here, okay. You can input your moving averages that you want. I have the 200, which is the white, the 12, and the 26, okay, which are the blue and the magenta. Okay, so every time that 12 and 26 crosses, you will get an arrow, okay, but if you're using the trend mode right here, then it will only alert you or trade your account if it is following the overall trend, okay. So you can either enter every time that there's a cross, or you can enter when it's with the trend only. You can choose if you want exponential or a different type of moving average. You can do a like a smooth one or a linear one. I use exponential for it, just because that's a strategy I came up with and it works great, and that's what I prefer. We have the break-even feature. I know most of you prefer that over the trailing stop feature, and I do as well. Please remember, you cannot use them in conjunction with each other. You can only have one on and make it work, but I personally like that break-even feature. It's pretty nice. You can avoid the news if you want. You can choose if you want it to be high, medium, or low. And then obviously you need to choose, like this is the UJ, so USD would be set to true and JPY would be set to true. You'd want to do that. And then you can, if you just want the news to come up but not actually avoid news, it'll pop up over here for you if you have these set to true. If you want high, medium, or low. But also remember, whatever chart you have up, you need to have report all for whatever currency pair you've got up, okay? So, anyways, it's exciting. I hope you guys love it. I know I'm already loving it. I'm going to show you just a couple quick examples, just because I'm that excited about it. Alright, but like right here, if you have this, if you're only entering with the trend, okay, obviously, this would have been a buy, this would have been a buy, okay. You would not have gotten into this sell, okay, if you were using the to follow the trend only, because see, you're above the 200 moving average here, but so you would have missed out on some pips, but still, following the trend is very important. It really is, and it's going to help you be very successful. Okay, here we had a major consolidation period. It's been kind of making up its mind which way it wants to go. See, we've been in a downtrend for quite some time. Okay, and as you can see here, our first one right there, boom, look at that, headed down, 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 down. What I would do is I'd exit anytime that this occurs, that you have an opposing arrow. That's where I would exit, and then re-enter. Boom, continue in that downtrend. Grab those pips, you know. Boom. Okay. Now here, as you can see, it's creating higher highs and higher lows. So I'd be real careful in those scenarios. I would not let that auto trade my account there. Okay, you've already been in a heavy downtrend. You know it is going to turn around. And if you're creating higher lows and higher highs, just be careful with that scenario. make sure you have a stop loss set in place. Okay, you could set it, if you wanted, set it like, you know, right up here. So you could essentially grab some more pips, definitely. But watch out for those consolidation periods. Okay, so yeah. And then the other cool thing is the last one that I released to you guys did not have these cool colors of the candles, alright? So all that that is showing is that price is above the 200 moving average, or whatever your longer moving average is if you prefer something else other than what I use. It's absolutely fine. But they'll be turquoise if it's showing an uptrend, and they will be purple if it's showing a downtrend, which means it's just below that moving average. So, anyways, that's a quick look at the Voltron. I think you guys are going to love it. And let's have another great week in the room, okay? Sorry this video got a little long. Talk to you later.